Day, boom, ba, doom, bam, do, we, boom, ba, da, da, dum, ba, ba, we, boom, da, doom, dum, zap, 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 up, da, zap it up, dooby doo, zap it doo, dan, dee, da, zap it up, dooby doo, zap it up.
Hi, today we're going to do, we've already learned how to solve a two-step equation, and now we're going to learn how to write a two-step equation from a word problem. And this is more of a real-world scenario that we want to apply what we've learned. We're going to write a one-variable equation with variables on both sides of the equal sign. This one's about Bob going snow skiing. Bob is going snow skiing. He can buy skis for $120 or he can rent skis. He must also rent safety equipment. How many hours must Bob ski for the cost of renting and buying skis to be the same? Let X represent the number of hours that Bob skis. Write an equation. Well, we don't know how many hours he needs to ski for the ski rental and the ski purchase to be the same. By saying both sides of the equal sign, we know there is going to be an equal sign. It's not going to be a greater than, less than, or equal to. It's going to be an equal sign. And the instructions tell us to let X represent the number of hours that Bob skis. So the cost to buy skis is $120. So we're going to put the cost to buy of $120. And then we have plus, what did they say he needs to do as well? He needs to rent safety equipment. And safety equipment is $10 an hour. Well, we already know we're looking for the answer. Our X is going to be how many hours? Let X represent the number of hours. So we're going to say $10 times X, the number of hours. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at how much it costs to rent the safety equipment and the skis together. And that's $25 an hour. So on the other side of the equal sign, we're going to put the safety equipment and skis. And we can see right there in the box that's $25 and that's per hour for the X as well. And now we have an equation like we had when we were solving the two-step equations. So what we're going to do is solve this equation to find out how many hours it will take for them to equal. So the first step we want to do is move the variable over to the other side with the other variable. So we're going to do the inverse. We're going to subtract 10x over here, and those are going to cancel out. And we're going to also subtract 10x over here, because whatever we do on one side of the equal sign, we have to do on the other side of the equal sign. 25x minus 10x is 15x. And I want to go over one thing that I'm seeing students do. They forget that the x is attached to the coefficient. I've been describing it like an attachment with super glue. You have to subtract both at the same time. You can't undo the number and the variable until you do an operation on it to take it apart. So we have 15x over here, and we're left with our 120 that we bring down over here. I'm just going to move it over a little bit so I can, I'll put it here, 120. And then I'm going to rewrite it in the middle, 120 equals 15x. And now we want to solve for x. The final step is solving for x. So to undo the multiplication here, we have to divide. So we're going to divide by 15. And we're going to divide by 15 over here. And 120 divided by 15 is 8. So 8, and we're left with the x we bring down equals x. What that means, 8 equals x. X is the number of hours that Bob skis. He's going to have to ski 8 hours for the cost of renting equipment to equal the cost of purchasing the equipment.